وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ, and if you fear Allah tuqsitu fil yatama, that you shall not be able to deal justly with the orphans. فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُمْ, so then marry ma those women taba lakum, which is permissible to you. Minan nisai means from woman, masna 2 wa sulasa, and 3 wa ruba and 4. Fa'in khiftum Allah ta'dilu, then if you fear Allah ta'dilu, that you will not be able to deal them justly, fawahidatan, so then only one. Aw ma malakat aymanukum, or ma malakat aymanukum, what your right hand or hands have owned, means the slave girl. Zalika adna Allah ta'ulu, that is very near not to do injustice. So that is one meaning which is commonly known to the Mufassirin. But Ibn Abbas says, Raziyallahu ta'ala an, Zalika adna Allah ta'ulu, that is very close not to have many children. Because if women are more than now there, one brother was saying that we have an imam. He has 3 wives and he has 35 kids. And now he's looking for a 4th one. So because if you have 2, 3, 4 factories, so it will deliver a lot. Got it? If you will have one, so Zalika adna Allah ta'ulu. And as we mentioned, the saying of Abu Zar raziyallahu ta'ala anhu and the saying of Abdullah ibn Abbas raziyallahu ta'ala anhu. Abdullah ibn Abbas raziyallahu ta'ala anhu or Abu Zar said raziyallahu ta'ala anhu that qillatul mal wa kasratul ayal ahadul usrain wa kasratul mal wa qillatul ayal ahadul yasarain. If you have lot of wealth and family is less, so that is one of the rich. And if you have lot of kids and sources are mean, so that is ahadul faqrain, one type of poverty. Got it? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Abu Zar narrates that a time is coming, yughbatu or yughtabatu, qalilul afkhaz kama yughbatu al-yawma kasirul afkhaz. At that time, the Arab, they used to feel proud of having lot of kids. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says a time is coming, if somebody will have less kids, so he would be envied or jealous by other. That what a lucky man, having only 2 kids. That I have 4, 5, 6 or something, a big problem. Got it? Wa'atun nisa'a, and give to the woman sadaqatihinna, their mahar, muhurahunna. Wa'atun nisa'a, and give to the woman sadaqatihinna, their mahar or bridal money, nihlatan, as a gift. Nihlatan is a gift. That is not the price, nor the value, nor the compensation. That is a gift. So the woman should be honored at the time of marriage. Now for marriage, the constituents are the proposal, the acceptance, And for sure the proposal need a proposer. And the acceptance needs an acceptor. So the boy and the girl. One is the proposer, the other one is the acceptor. Then the two witnesses. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, لا يصح النكاح إلا بحضور شاهدين عاقلين بالغين. There is no nikah but in presence of two witnesses who are adult and who are sane people. Adult and sane. But mahar or bridal money, that is not a condition nor a constituent of nikah, but that is the requirement of nikah. So it means that if the mahar or bridal money is not mentioned in marriage contract, still the contract is okay, contract is done. Or even if in the contract it is negated that without any mahar, still the nikah is done. But as mahar is the requirement of nikah on the basis of shariat, so that's why when the woman will ask for, she would be given the bridal money. Got it? And in such a case, we call it mahar misl. Mahar misl means the customary dower, whatsoever the custom of the area and the family is. But again, that is neither the price for woman nor the compensation for her being the wife of a person. Got it? Why? Because human himself or herself is not a saleable commodity. That's not for sale. Nor the marital relation is such a thing that you will compensate it, because that's not an ijara, lease or hiring. Got it? So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used a beautiful word, nihla. And nihla is actually a gift which a father is giving to his son or daughter. So here, the husband is giving that as a gift to his wife. Got it? So that is a gift being given to a very beloved relative. To a very beloved relative. So Allah used that word. وَآتُوا النِّسَاءَ, and give to the woman صَدُقَاتِهِنَّ, their bridal money, nihlatan, as a gift. So now if the mahar or the bridal money is fixed, for example $10,000, and later on the wife said, no, you are not earning that much, so I will forgive 50% of that. So that's her right. She can forgive the whole even. فَإِن تِبْنَ لَكُمْ عَنْ شَيْءٍ فَإِن تِبْنَ لَكُمْ عَنْ شَيْءٍ, and if she allowed you something, minhu, from the bridal money, nafsan, herself, because that is her right. Even her father cannot forgive you from. Got it? Because that is not the father right. That is the wife's own right. That's why Allah put the qaid or the condition nafsan. If herself she did it. Fine tibna lakum. But if the woman tibna lakum an shay'in, But if they of their own good pleasure remit any part of it, nafsan herself, fakuluhu, then eat it, hani ammari, enjoy it without fear of any harm or sin. It will not harm you. Don't feel bad that, oh, maybe it is not allowed because that's her due right. Yes, her due right, she has forgiven it. Got it? Wala to sufaha amwalakum. Another social rule or social law or civil law. Wala to sufaha amwalakum, and give not unto the foolish amwalakum, your property, allati, that property, ja'alallahu lakum qiyaman, which Allah has made a means of support for you. Ja'alallahu lakum qiyaman. Wala tu'tu sufaha amwalakum, and give not unto the foolish people, mean the orphans if they are in your custody. Even though they attained the age of puberty and they became adult, but you can sometimes see kids underage how mature they are, and sometimes an adult of 20-30 years how stupid he is. So Allah says that if an orphan was going on under your custody, he attained the age of puberty, but still he is doing foolish acts, he does not care. So Allah said, don't hand over his property to him. Otherwise, he will go to Las Vegas and he will lose it there. Got it? Wala tu'tu sufaha, and give not to the foolish amwalakum. Actually, that is their property, but in the possession of the guardian. So that's why Allah says, your property means which you possess. Your property means which you possess as a guardian. Amwalakum, your property, allati, that one, ja'alallahu lakum qiyaman, which Allah has made for you a responsibility. Qiyam means responsibility. That is your responsibility to take care of that property. But yes, that is their property. So warzuqum fiha, so clothe them, warzuqum fiha, so warzuqum fiha, so provide them their provision fiha, in that property, because that is their property. So their provision is there. Waksuhum, feed them therefrom and clothe them therewith. Waqulu lahum, and speak to them qawlan ma'rufa, a good word, and talk to them in a good word. So what is good word? That look, because he is your nephew, or he is your cousin, or he is your small brother, but the father died and he was yatim. So you are taking care of his property. He attained the age of puberty. And the basic rule is that when the orphan attains the age of puberty, he must be handed over with his property. Got it? Because for adult, there is no guardian. Got it? But only if he is insane. But for adult, there is no guardian, but even only if he is a foolish guy. Got it? But as he attained the age of puberty, but he is practicing foolish, so you have to talk to him in a good word. Sometime you will make him sitting in front of you, brother. Look, now you are almost 20 years of age. When you will use your sense? This is your property. For how long I will take care of it? Got it? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, that is a tarbiyah, that's a training, that's a teaching, that's also your responsibility. وَقُولُوا لَهُ قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا وَابْتَلُوا الْيَتَامَى. Now if orphan is in your custody, and you are holding his property for caretaking. So you have to test them. You have to test them. How will be the test? As he is approaching bulugh or becoming adult, so give him $20 bill and tell him just go to the store and bring 1 gallon milk. Say 1 gallon milk and 1 pound of sugar. That's actually training. So check him. He did it properly. He did it properly. And the remaining money, he handed it over to you. Got it? So that is the test. So you have to test him like this. That as he is approaching adulthood, and you will be handing him over his property. So check him that he is doing well or not. Got it? So if he is doing well, so when he will become adult, he will become adult. What is adult? Which is called bulugh in Sharia. So bulugh in Sharia, that is not based upon years. That is based upon signs. So if a boy turns 12, and he sees a wet dream, or he is inclined towards female or girls, so these are the signs that he has become adult. And if a girl turned 9 and her menses started, so it means that she has become adult. Now she is baligha. So basically the adulthood is based upon signs. This according to Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayh. But according to Imam Malik, for a boy, there is another sign. And that is that if undershave is grown, not shave, what? Undershave is grown. So then he is adult. If he turned 12 and undershave is, yeah, so he is our Imam. We do have a lot of respect to him. But we say, oh Imam, yes, how good it is looking if he will ask, just open your bed. You want to check you? We want to check you. Got it? So if the hair is not grown, so okay, he is not adult, he is a small boy. So to look at the private part of a small boy, that is not a problem. But suppose if the hairs are grown, so he is baligh, and look at the private part of body of a baligh, that is haram. Got it? But anyhow, that's his, yes, he can say that that is actually like a medical problem. Like what? So for medical problem, looking, all the doctors, they are not only looking, they are, yeah, they are doing that also. Yes, because that's bad. So he said there is Shari'i issue, so that's why it is allowed. Got it? Now if the signs are not seen, so then how much should be the years to consider a girl or a boy adult or baligh? So according to Imam Shafi rahmatullahi alayhi, 15 years. And according to Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, 18 years. So it means Western world and America, they are Hanafis. Yes, they are following Imam Abu Hanifa. Yes, because what's the adulthood age? 18. Got it? Or not it? Yes, even though one saying of Imam is for a girl 17, for a boy 18. But fatwa is on 18 for both. If the signs are not seen. Got it? Now, when an orphan turns adult, so his property must be handed over to him. This is your bank balance. This is your cash I have. This is your land. This is your house. Whatsoever that is, just hand it over to him. Boy or girl, because they have become adult. But if still they are foolish, so then according to Jumhur and according to Sahibain, Jumhur mean the three Imams, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahimahumullah, and Sahibain of Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad. They say that he or she may not be handed over their property because the cause and the reason is there. The cause and the reason is there. But Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, who is considered as Imam al-Hurriya or Imam al-Hurriyat al-Fikr, got it? Imam Hurriyat al-Fikr, free thinking. He is considered as Imam Hurriyat al-Fikr because he does not believe in so much restrictions in Sharia. And for example, we say this open market. This open market is actually a concept of Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh. It's an issue in Islamic economics, whether the state and the government can control the prices. Imam rahmatullah alayh says economical growth, it needs open market. Let people to compete. Let people to compete. Provide them in abundance. Mass production. What? This is professor's subject, so that's why we are in need of his support. Yes, professor? He said, just do mass production. Bring lot of stuff to the market. Let the people compete. That will control the price automatically. That will control the price automatically. Because you will go to one store, they will say, yes, $5 per pound. Let me check with another one. And there that is $4. When this store will come to know, they will also, yes, bring down their price. Yes, because they have to compete. But Imam rahmatullah alayh says, if the business people, they plotted against the general public, that look, we have to make money. And that's why they are hiking the price. So then he said, Imam rahmatullah alayh, then the state and the government has to step in. Then the government has to step in to control the price, because that's exploitation. That is what? Exploitation. Exploitation is not allowed. Got it? And Jumhur, they say no. From the very beginning, the government and state, they have to control the price. Imam rahmatullah alayh says, then economical growth and economical activities will not go anywhere. What do you think? This Baba is a guy. 1400 years ago, the Baba. Yes. Naveed, what do you think about your Baba? Professor, what do you think about Baba? That is. So now Imam rahmatullah alayh says that foolish or stupid girl or boy who became adult and still they are not showing maturity. So you can hold their property only up to 25 years of age. But when she or he will turn 25, give their wealth and property to them, that now I cannot take care. Take it, whatever you want to. That's your property and your wealth. Imam says that the guardian or the caretaker or the custodian, they cannot spend their money in abundance. Only for basic needs he is using it. Got it? And that money is sitting somewhere. So Imam Rahmatullah said once again, that money is not used there in the market. So that's a harm to the community and society as well. Got it? Or not it? But until 25 years of age, you are bound to control it. But now if they do not, just give it to them. Let them spend it wherever. So it may go to some productive hands to use it there in the market, and 2, 3 people, 4, 5 people, 10 people, 12 people, they will get job. Got it? Or not it? Got it? But Jamhur and Sahibain, they say no. If he turns 200 years and he is still stupid, don't give him the money. Yes, and don't. Imam Rahmatullah says that's actually against the human rights. Yes. For how long you can hold the rights of others? Yes. In a good way until 25 years of age. And he said, look, we mentioned already that boy can turn adult in 12 years of age. So Imam Rahmatullah says, if somebody turned baligh in 12 years of age and he got married. Yeah. So the lesser time period for hamal is 6 months. Got it? After marriage contract, delivery after 6 months. That's a legal and legitimate delivery. That's not illegal. That baby and child is legal. Got it? Or not it? So now, the guy, he turned 12 and a half and he became father. Got it? Now his son, he has the same genes. So he turned 12 and he became adult and he got married. And the same genes, so in 6 months, the delivery. So now the first guy, he turned 25 and became grandfather. He turned 25. So Imam Rahmatullah said, until grandfather age, you were taking care of his property. So for how long you will take? Your grandfather just go, if you can show him the road towards Las Vegas, that if you will go there, just spin it. You know what I'm saying? That is not the case. But I'm telling you, he says just give his property because he's a useless guy and this money is also useless. Because you cannot use it, you are not the owner. You are not the owner. And that is not in his hand. He cannot use it. So give it to him. Let him spend it somewhere and let it be in the public market. Got it? To be productive. To be productive. So Imam Abu Hanifa is called Imam Hurriyat al-Fikr. Well, Yusuf, write it down. What? What I said? Imam Hurriyat al-Fikr. Imam Hurriyat al-Fikr. That you cannot put check on the thinking of people. Imam says that let people think freely. He says if you will not allow them think freely, how new creation will take place? But when you are thinking about this Baba, so you will say, oh boy, what type of brain Allah has given to this guy? Professor? Huh? What type of brain he got? Comprehend, say, oh yes. So got it? Now if somebody has the possession of his own property, he was okay. But later on he became stupid. Spendthrift. He was having his property in his hand, his wealth in his hand. But later on he became foolish. And he started wasting the money here and there, selling the properties and going to Las Vegas and spinning the wheel. So now here is another case. That can you seize him through any way not to do that? That's his property. Can you seize him? That's called al-hijr. That's called what? Al-hijr. And recall your mind, Imam Bukhari also narrated chapter. Imam Tirmizi also narrated. Al-Muhaddisin al-Fuqaha, Babul Hijr wa Taflis. What? Babul Hijr wa Taflis. So Babul Hijr wa Taflis mean that if somebody became foolish, so to put restriction on him. That's number one. And number two, if somebody became bankrupt, which is called taflis, which is called, and the court decreed against him that he is bankrupt. The court decreed that he is bankrupt. So can you put a seizure or a control on his tasarrufat, that he cannot sell and he cannot purchase and he cannot do this and that, but only the basic needs and necessities? So Jamhur says, once again, Jamhur say, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Sahebain, that yes, somebody can go, his relative or anyone, to a court of law to seize him, to put a check on his tasarrufat. But Imam Rahmatullah says, Hurriyatul Fikr. That is not. The only thing is that the court can order him to sell his property and to pay the debts. To sell his property and to pay the debts. Got it? So that will be under supervision of the court. Under supervision of the court. Got it? And Jumhur, they say the court itself will sell his property and will pay the debts to those to whom he is bound to pay. Got it? Imam says that no, you cannot do with the adult, free man like this type of seizure. Nor you can take control of his property. Got it? Or not it? Say, yes, so. وَبَتَلُوا الْيَتَامَى, and test the orphans حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغُوا النِّكَاحَ, until they reach the age of marriage. Until they reach the age of marriage, mean they become adult. They became adult. So once again, Mawli Yusuf, these are basic needs, so you have to memorize it. So how a boy will become adult, or when, and how a girl. So basically, a boy, when he turns 12 and the signs are seen on him, signs of adulthood, or a female turns 9 and signs of adulthood seen on her, so they would be considered baligh. And if not, so when the signs are seen after 12 years and 9 years. Got it? And the signs are, in girl, according to Abu Hanifa, Rahmatullahi alayh, the menses. And in boy, okay, the wet dream. Got it? So, if that happened, so then would be considered baligh. But if no signs are seen, neither on the boy nor on the girl, so then age-wise, Muftabihi qawl of Imam Abu Hanifa, when he turns or she turns 18 years of age. When he or she turns 18 years of age, according to Imam Shafi, 15 years of age. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal has 2 sayings, and same is the case of Imam Malik. So that's why I mentioned only 2 Imams. Got it? Yes, they have 2 calls. So they say, in one call they say 15. In one side, like that of Imam Shafi. وَبَتَلُوا الْيَتَامَى, and test the orphans حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغُوا النِّكَاحَ, until they reach the age of marriage, means became adult. فَإِنْ آنَسْتُم مِّنْهُمْ رُشْدًا, فَإِنْ آنَسْتُم مِّنْهُمْ رُشْدًا. Now look at me. Istinas. What? Istinas. Like that far someone is walking and you are trying to recognize him, that who is that? Yes. So look at me. Look at me. Yes. You put your, why? What is that for? Because the sight, when it comes, so it's spread, mean to all dimensions. So you have to close it to straight dimension. Got it? And then, oh, this so and so. That's called istinas. But inas, what is inas? Deep thinking to find out that he is sound. To find out that now this yatim is what? He is sound. So that's why we translate it. فَإِنْ آنَسْتُم مِّنْهُمْ رُشْدًا. Said then if you saw from them rushdan, maturity. Rushdan mean? فَإِنْ آنَسْتُم مِّنْهُمْ رُشْدًا. So if you saw from them maturity, فَادْفَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ. فَادْفَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ. So then give them their wealth. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوهَا إِسْرَافًا وَبِدَارًا. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوهَا, and eat it not إِسْرَافًا, wastefully, وَبِدَارًا, and hastefully. Wastefully and hastefully. Wastefully, that you are spending the money of that yatim who is in your custody, yes, for nothing. Yes, you are buying for him something which is of not use, that is waste. Or hastefully, if you are doing for you something or buying, you think 10 times. But when you are buying for him, so just throwing money like this. Allah say no, not wastefully, not hastefully. وَلَا تَأْكُلُوهَا إِسْرَافًا وَبِدَارًا أَنْ يَكْبَرُوا مَخَافَةَ أَنْ يَكْبَرُوا فَيَسْأَلُوكُمْ. Well, Yusuf, write it down. You have written? مَخَافَةَ أَنْ يَكْبَرُوا. So just put the word makhafa. Makhafata an yakbaru fayas'alukum. So eat it not wastefully and hastily. Makhafata an yakbaru, because there is a fear that they will become adult and they will ask you that why you bought this with my money. Got it? So you will be in trouble. You have to prove it that I did it rightly. If not, then you will pay the damages. Yes? وَمَنْ كَانَ غَنِيًّا. Now, for someone who is a custodian of an orphan, custodian of an, so he can take for himself from the money of that yatim that much which is needed for a common layman, because he is totally engaged in his activities. He is taking care of his property. Got it? So that is for a faqir. That's for a faqir, as it is coming. وَمَنْ كَانَ غَنِيًّا, and whosoever of the custodians, غَنِيًّا, he is rich, فَلْيَسْتَعْفِفْ. فَلْيَسْتَعْفِفْ. So he, istifaf mean he must look for chastity. So what is chastity? Mostly we use it on sex side. Chastity, we use it what? On sex. But there are two desires and two whims. Number one, wealth. Number two, sex. So istifaf is needed in both ways. Got it? So he must look for chastity. Means not to use anything for himself from that property, because he is rich. وَمَنْ كَانَ غَنِيًّا, and whosoever is rich, فَلْيَسْتَعْفِفْ, so he should take no wages. وَمَنْ كَانَ فَقِيرًا, and whosoever is poor, فَلْيَأْكُلْ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. فَلْيَأْكُلْ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, so he should eat therefrom بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, in a reasonable way. بِالْمَعْرُوف means in a reasonable way. And same is the case of all these welfare organizations. Yes, they are collecting money from people that we are going to Africa or some flood area, flood hit area, or some earthquake hit area, some other calamities, and we are So people are giving them money and then they are traveling in first class and living there in 5-star hotels. This is haram. Got it? A common layman, he travels in first class. He does not travel in economy class even. Yes? If he can, so he goes in bus or in train. Got it? In metro. In what? In metro. That was the reasonable way. فَإِذَا دَفَعْتُمْ إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ. And that's why Wamik knows that from day one, I have stopped all these welfare organizations and all these fraudulent people. I'm not referring to the organization, they are fraudulent, but other fraudulent people. So I was not allowing neither these organizations nor the other individual fraudulent people, yes, to make money in masjid. Yes, and that's why they were against us. Yes? وَمَنْ كَانَ فَقِيرًا, and whosoever is poor, فَلْيَأْكُلْ بِالْ. Look, they were bringing people, these welfare organizations, that he is doing this and he is doing with this and he's doing with this. And later on I came to know that, oh, they are taking kickbacks from them. I said, no. Or Yusuf, be strict. If you will get in control of something, be strict, because you will go to your own qabr. You would be questioned alone or in groups? Alone. So these people will be with you there. So why should we make ourselves in trouble because of others? That's a stupidity. Got it? Rasulullah said to his beloved daughter, Sayyidah Fatima raziyallahu ta'ala anha, that ya Fatima tu ya bunayyati. Fatima, my beloved daughter, i'mali, 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 practice accordingly, practice accordingly, practice accordingly. For Allah, I swear to Allah, la ughni anki min Allahi shay. I cannot avail you anything from Allah. Got it? But, ya subhanallah, that was the fear of Allah. That is the fear of Allah. If somebody is thinking like this. But as Munir Niyazi said, Wamik, this for you. کہ خوف خدائے پاک دلوں سے اتر گیا. خوف خدائے پاک دلوں سے اتر گیا. The fear of God has gone out of hearts. خوف خدائے پاک دلوں سے اتر گیا اور آنکھوں سے شرم سرور کونوں مکا گئی. That in heart there is no fear of Allah. In eyes there is no shame from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you must have two things. Number one, the fear from Allah. Number two, the shame from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That how will be standing in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the day of judgment? Will I be able to look into his eyes? Got it? So, وَمَنْ كَانَ فَقِيرًا فَلْيَأْكُلْ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ فَإِذَا دَفَعْتُمْ إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ. And when you release to them amwalahum, their wealth. Now it is known that you are a guardian of a yatim. Yes, and you are holding his property. Got it? So when you are going to release his property in time to the yatim, because now he became adult and mature. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, have witnesses for that. Otherwise the society knows that he was taking care of his property. If you will hand it over to him in loneliness, and tomorrow you will say that he had my property, has not given it to me. Yes, so then that will be a problem for you in the society. People will be looking at you that, oh, he's a stealer. He's what? He's a stealer. So Allah says, فَإِذَا دَفَعْتُمْ إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ. And when you are releasing their property to them, فَاشِدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ. So take witness in their presence that look, that this is the writing of your father. He has this much money at that time. I was holding it for you. This much is spent on your food and dress and this and this and this and this. This much remains there. Yes, and two people just sign it. I am handing it over to him. Got it? فَإِذَا دَفَعْتُمْ إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ فَأَشْهِدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ. So take witness in their presence. But look at me. A stealer, he cannot find witnesses, a stealer like him. He can find. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that that is the worldly court. For world court, that is needed. But Allah says the actually witness I am. And the actual judge I am. وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ حَسِيبًا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all sufficient to take accounts. I will ask you from every single penny that where you have spent this single penny of this yatim, where you have put this single dollar of this yatim. وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ حَسِيبًا. So here you can cheat and deceive a court through liar witnesses. Yes, liar, L-I-A-R or L-A-W-Y-R or anyhow. Got it. So here you can cheat the court, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when I will put you to account, so then what you will do. وَصَلَّى اللَّهُ تَعَالَى عَلَى خَيْرِ خَلْقِهِ.